Japan again.
A picnic, of course, which means
no.
us sleeping.
It wasn't really a picnic because there's no food involved.
But yeah, so we are back to the river in Kyoto.
Yes.
And we thought we could have a little bit of an introduction of ourselves since we haven't done one yet
Yeah,
by now.
a little chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem is that now there's lots of building work,
Like what?
construction
Construction,
work
yeah.
going on in the river because the weather is nice.
Yes.
So all of the restaurants by the river started setting their terraces out.
Yes.
It's a thing that is very famous here in Kyoto. So in summer, like all of the restaurants have terraces up on the river, and you can have lunch and dinner like
It's very
outside.
nice.
Yeah. So everyone is setting the terraces right now.
Today.
Yeah, today they started. So it's a little bit noisy.
So we apologize for that. We're gonna show you some clips of the terraces, maybe.
We might.
We might not.
We should stop making promises.
Promises. These videos.
Also, it's very windy, so I don't know how this is gonna be.
The
But
perfect setting for our
yes,
video.
as always, with
always.
our professionality.
But yeah. So what do we want to talk about?
We can talk about why we started
Yes.
the channel.
Yes, and why did we start it?
I think everything started when because I always do that. I never
Because.
noticed. Actually, Jessica and I,
Yes.
which we didn't even introduce ourselves, Jessica and I
Rosa and Jessica.
have been living in Japan for about 6 years.
Yeah.
Now?
Like going back and forward actually. Like
yeah.
it wasn't like continuously.
Yeah. Continuously over 5 years for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me a little bit less, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've been here for a little bit of a long time.
Yes.
And lately, for the first time in our lives, we have started talking about us going back to Europe, as in like not for a travel or to visit the family.
But like permanently.
Not as in like now,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you know.
Yeah, it's like a talk that we had, and like I don't know, it feels more real because we always thought, like also like already a few years ago, we were talking about going back and not living forever here, but like recently, I don't know, it's a little bit more of a real talk, and
Yeah.
it feels more real somehow. So yeah,
Ma, we put it into words.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Because
thing.
at the very, very beginning, like at least I have always thought that I wanted to live in Japan forever and
Yeah.
la 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 la. But the longer that I lived here, the more like, you know, like you actually have to face reality, and it's actually very difficult to live here for long. And if we think about getting older, you know, like I don't think this is a place, not because of Japan, I'm not being like, you know, like it's just that it's like way too far from home, like
Yes.
realistic like speaking.
Yeah, and I don't know if I think about, I don't know, having a family or like, I don't know, like
Health
many things, health
issues.
issues,
Yeah,
and
anything.
I just would like to be in Europe rather than Japan. And this is me thinking about myself. It's not because I don't know, like I'm sure that this country fits, like it's good for other people, but I personally
Yeah.
don't want to stay here forever. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like way too different, you know, for us, I guess. Like for American people, for example, like they come to Japan and they are like, oh, the health system is amazing. But
course,
for
because
us, yeah,
it's like very similar to the
yeah.
American one,
But
so-
for us coming from Europe, it's like, you know, like you have to pay for absolutely everything. At least from my like lack of knowledge, when I was in Europe, I used to think that private healthcare, like in America, for example, whenever we watched movies and they talked about the healthcare, I used to think that, you know, like they don't get it taken out from their salary. So that's why, because it doesn't get taken out from the salary, that is why every time that you get ill, you have to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I used to think.
But-
And I don't know how it works in America, but in Japan,
Yeah.
like they take away from my salary the same amount that they would take away from a Spanish salary. Plus, every time that I go, I have to pay.
and it's very like expensive. Like
Yeah,
it's not
for us,
for
like for
us.
Americans, they are like so cheap.
Yeah.
You know, if I think about the future,
Us getting old. and-
old here, yeah, I do not see it as a
Yeah.
possibility. Can I afford
Exactly.
getting ill in this country?
And the education system.
Yeah,
if-
no. No.
Let's not even start on
Yeah.
that.
So it's not that it's like good or bad, like, you know, because for some people it's really, really good. It's just that for us, it doesn't
work.
really make sense. Also, like, and not only us getting sick, but like my family getting sick. And then, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
There is no.
Like
It's a very.
it's things that you can think that like why didn't you think about it before? But I think like once you live here, like you can experience it on your own skin, and then like
It gets more real.
yes.
Yeah.
And well,
Yeah.
like we talked about health, but there's like also the working system. Like we work here, so we were students when we decided to come here, and then
Yeah.
like now we are experiencing the job part of it, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the best
It's
for us.
hard. Yeah.
So this is to say that,
We are leaving at some point.
and that's why we are like a little bit in the nostalgic mood like recently, and we thought that a YouTube channel where we leave our videos and our like experiences here would be a good idea, so that we don't forget about what we had here, because we still have so much fun and like
Yeah.
lots of good memories.
Yeah.
Like
It's the conversation that we always have, like, what are we gonna miss the most when we
Yeah.
live here? It's not the toilets, which, like, yes.
oh my, I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, me too. But it's also mainly the lifestyle that we have here, I would say.
Yes, like it's something that we cannot have in Europe. We can try to create it in our little own like space, but I think it's gonna be much different.
Yeah.
And the everyday life, like
Yeah.
the routine of it, without the
Yeah.
work part.
Yeah, our little non-existent routine. Our little outings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the whole thing, like the
Yeah.
whole life. And then of course we have lots of pictures, and you know, but
A video is different, let's say. that,
yeah, like having it recorded and having it out there for us to go back to anytime we want, you know, I don't know,
Yeah. Like
I like the idea. So if we don't try,
yeah,
like we
are
would never know.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how it started, and how we hope it's gonna go on.
So like, please.
Yes.
We have to say, we always abandon all of our projects.
Yeah, we start everything and
We never
don't
continue
accomplish
anything.
anything.
And we should tell them. Yesterday we published our first video.
Pachi, 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 pachi.
Like, for us, that we never continue anything that we start,
It's a huge accomplishment.
it's a huge accomplishment. And it wasn't the best video,
No,
like, you
but-
know, like it wasn't like very nicely edited. We didn't really
We're
do
learning.
absolutely anything in
Yeah.
the video. But I'm very proud of
Yeah.
us. And like, absolutely nobody watched it. I think it has like,
our family kind
yeah,
of.
like 30 views, not even. But
Yeah.
like, whatever,
Like it's a start. For
yeah,
us,
we
and,
had
like,
fun, and we actually managed to publish it.
It's
I'm still
right.
amazed, like, wow.
with a full on, like, I don't know, we even created an Instagram page, and
Yeah, we got so productive
so
yesterday.
productive. But yeah.
Also, like, Jessica is from Italy.
True. We didn't say.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Like, we don't have a specific order in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm from Italy, a little town near Naples. It just comes to me. I cannot say that.
It's a city. It's a big city near Naples.
I realized it.
That just
after
happens
saying
to be not famous, but that does not make it a town. It's still a city with
Yeah.
universities in it, so it's not a town.
Yes. And yeah, and I've been living like it's kind of the same. I had 2 years as an exchange student here, and then I worked here for 4 years now. So in total 6. But Russo worked more. Like you just did 1 year
yeah.
as exchange, and then you
1 year
came
of
here
exchange
5 years
student,
ago.
5 years of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm Russo. I'm from a town near Barcelona.
So cute.
And yeah, like by the sea.
We both work in hotels here.
Yeah,
Currently and always.
always for 5 years.
For 5 years.
Huh.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been fun
So
at
yeah,
the beginning.
we know a lot about tourism and things.
Yeah.
We're very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's also nice to put in the videos.
Yeah.
You know, our little like memories, and we can introduce what we know
Yeah.
about Kyoto, its beautiful sights.
Yes. And a little bit of if we travel, we're gonna bring you with us.
Yeah,
Maybe,
hopefully we're gonna probably be very bad at it, but
Yeah.
yeah,
We're gonna try.
yeah. That's why we have very bad accents.
Yeah. It's
But-
not our first language,
Yeah,
the English one.
and yeah, I don't know. I'm very proud of my little accent, so
I really like.
I don't really have.
accents. I
Yeah.
don't like people that
yeah.
pretend to. Oh no, wait. We shouldn't say things.
We should keep let's keep our opinion for ourselves.
But
Yeah, that's it. Outfit of the day. I like our picnic is sit. Let's stay here. Like, do and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
oh, I'm drunk.